Hey guys, Daniel here from Team Kuribrohs, and I am joined by the newest member of the team. This is David Kavanagh. He is after joining us recently, but longtime friend of the team. And what did you do today?
I think I did a good. I came second at the Waterford Regionals with Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade.
Nice. Okay, well, will we get into the list?
Yeah, sure.
And we can just discuss anything interesting that happened. So you finished on 4-1 record,
Yeah,
was it?
4-1 record. My only loss was to Ancient Warriors, and I believe it was just due to a misplay, but on my own part, because I don't look at where link arrows are.
Yes, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, so that was my only loss. I played against two PK decks, Sword Soul, and Heroes. Heroes is actually I think my scariest match today because they just so many blowout cards.
Yeah.
But I think the deck ran really well. Didn't open super consistent a lot of the time, but it's a very stubborn deck. Even if with bad hands, you can still do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll just get into the profile anyway. I'll start with the main deck.
How many cards were you playing main?
Maining 40 cards, sorry.
Perfect.
So yeah, 40. So for the Tri-Brigade package, I played, it's really standard. I played 3 Fractal. Mm-hmm. I played 3 Nerval.
Yeah.
I played 1 Kit and 1 Keras.
Cool.
So it's really standard for Bird Tri. These are just your extenders, really.
Yeah.
You don't really want to start your combo on these guys.
Yeah. These are the same as before.
It's the same ratios as Birds before. I'm playing pretty much the same Bird list as you would have before.
Yeah.
Just the extra deck's a bit different. For Bird package, I played 3 Warbler, 3 Cobalt Sparrow, 2 Beryl Canary, 1 Sapphire Swallow, and 1 Wagtail. I've been seeing builds of this deck. It's people have been calling the small bird, where you literally just play 3 Warbler and 1 Cobalt.
Yeah.
And it's just to get a Fergie engine. But I was thinking, because the main deck engine is untouched and you just need an extra rank 1, you could still play the big package and end on your Draco, which is just let you play through a hand trap, or it baits out the nid if they have it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's an extra negate, and it's a big beater as well. And these are also just really good for breaking boards as well, because you can just go into Zeus, threaten the blow up, and then do your Tri-Brigade plays afterwards.
Yeah.
I've seen builds play 3 of this. I'm not a big fan. I really only want to see these 2 cards in my hands. Playing this at 2 is solely for when I have to go seconds, and I kind of brick or whatever. And it's just for an extra name as well. So yeah, that's the bird engine. For hand traps, we have 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and then 2 Ghost Ogres, and the 1 DD Pro. I just think I didn't really know what the meta was going to be. I knew there's going to be Brave and stuff like that, but I didn't want to main deck hand traps for really specific matchups, because you can go against Rogue and just lose.
You can go against Ancient Warriors.
You can go against Ancient Warriors and just lose. But I feel at the moment, these are probably some of the best hand traps. This was a last minute addition.
Yeah.
I was playing Chalice, but I feel playing on my opponent's turn was a bit more important. So I decided to play 2 Ghost Ogre. It's really strong against the PK stuff. Ash wasn't that great. I didn't see a lot of use for it today.
But it's also never that bad, right?
It's also never bad.
Just-
It's a comfort card.
Yeah.
Then you play the 1 DD Crow. Often if you're doing your combo fully, you end on with this in your hand, and if you don't, you can do DP, pop Sure Egg on your opponent's turn, and then add it, and then you have another interaction on your opponent's turn.
Nice.
So that's for the hand traps. I thought they were great. For some more bricks, we have the monsters for DPE. So just the generic ones Pot of Greed, Special Summon a Monster. You know what Celestial and Dasher do. Then we play 3 Bird Call, just to make sure you see your Warbler. Statistically, you should see birds in your hands. And this card is really nice for people who want to Ash Blossom this. I've had it happen a few times and it's been fine. It's another card that just baits stuff out so that your Nerval can go off. I have 2 Fusion Destiny. I always shuffle this back off Fergie because I just want to have a different card in my hand, and because I can just make Verte to do it anyway. I have hard opened it a few times, and it's been really nice when I have. But yeah, and then for one-off spells, we have Foolish, Tenki, Call By, 1-for-1, and Feather Duster. I played the Feather Duster because I wanted to respect the trap matchups a bit more. Didn't really see any, and then I just sided it out all the time.
Yeah, because you have Ferdit, at least you can put it back.
Yeah, you can put it back. If it's not going to like do anything for your hand, you can just put this back, and even for like getting Revolt, it's a nice trade.
Yeah.
It came up like once or twice, and it was like really nice. The rest of these are fine. I'm not a big fan of playing 1-for-1. I just don't like the discard.
Yeah.
But like I think it saved me like one or two of my games when I didn't open like the right bird.
Yeah.
And I was able to do my full combo anyway. Call By is really nice, but you side most of these out like every game, you know.
Yeah.
It's really just for going first. And then we play one Revolt. We don't have space for any more because I want to keep it at 40.
Yeah.
But
good card.
you have to play it. It's ridiculous. Because you don't have Simorg or anything anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'll move on to the extra deck. Obviously 15 cards. Really tight for space. So we have Almirage, Fergie, Bearbrum, and Double Dragon Lords. So like our Link 1, Link 2, and then Verte Anaconda as well.
Yeah.
This, you just need to play it. I don't like playing it. But like if you just open a normal summon and nothing else, it's like... Yeah, you have to link into it to get going. One of each of these... I wish I could play more Fergie, but I really just didn't have space. Verte was great because people hand trap everything else you do, and then you just make Verte go into DP and like set your traps or whatever. I never actually summoned. I think I summoned Double Dragon Lords once, and it was the bait out of Zeus.
Cool.
I'd probably think about replacing this with Hersfelger, the Doom Eagle.
Yeah.
I really like that card a lot more, especially with like this DPE meta. It just shuffles it back.
Yeah.
And it's also like a 4200 beater or something like that, or 48. But yeah, that's like the small links. Move those over there. Then for big links, we have 2 Sure Egg and an Appaloosa. I'm playing 2 Sure Eggs because in the combo I'm doing, like if I'm opening optimally, I'll use a Sure Egg on my turn to like get an extra advantage, and then I will only have 1 for the follow-up.
Sure.
Appo is just for like awkward hands where it's not safe for you to like play through the nib, you know?
Yeah.
So you'd rather just end on this and Revolt or whatever.
Sure.
I've summoned it a few times. It's been fine. But
it's kind of like Ash in the format,
yeah,
right? It's like...
I could have played Access Code over this, but I feel like having a stronger turn 1, because there are hands where you can end on like nuts cards, like DPE, Draco Future, everything. But like you really have to invest into the fields.
Yeah.
So that's it for links. We have a few Xyz Monsters. So we have, that's 2 of my cards. We have 1 Assembled Nightingale, 1 Recital Starling, RIP.
Yeah.
And then 1 Sylvan Princess Sprite.
Which is essentially Recital Starling.
It's just another Recital. All these are just like fantastic cards.
Yeah.
They just let you like threaten a Zeus. They let you do anything. This being 1800 as a rank 1 is ridiculous. Because I've been so short going for game. Then I'm like, oh, I can just barrel Canary and make this. I think this has actually been the star player for me today. Because its effect, if you don't know, it's like you detach 1 and excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a spell or trap, you get to add it to your hand. And the amount of times I've gotten Imperm to my hand, or I've gotten Call by the Grave, stuff like that, has been ridiculous. So I think it's like the best rank 1 you can play. You can, like if you want, you can play the Ensemble Robin. I'm not playing that at the moment. Because the space has been too tight and you don't really end on it anyway. Then for the last like XYZs, we play the Draco Future package and we play a Zeus. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. This is just to bait out a nib or bait out the hand traps, let you play the rest of your combo as you want.
Yeah.
And then if it survives, you have another negate on board that can't be destroyed by lightning storm. And then Zeus is just like one of the best cards in the format. It's like DPE. Speaking of DPE, here he is. Like, for this deck, I just wanted to play a ton of blowout cards. I wanted to play the best XYZ and the best fusion monster in the current format. And it worked out really well. I got a lot of use out of both of them. Then for side deck, I think this is fairly standard. So I play 3 Lancia.
Mixed rarities, very nice.
Obviously, that's how I like it. If you know anybody that has other rarities of Drolls, please comment down in the comment section.
You need the alt art gold.
I need an alt art gold and an
super.
ulti.
And an ulti.
Just to flex, you know? So comment down below if you know anybody. And then 2 token collector. I would have played this at 3 if I could find a third one in time, but I couldn't.
I had one in my deck box.
No way. Oh, well, I didn't know.
How did this perform?
I didn't see it.
That's fair.
I played 2 Sword Soul.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I played some Sword Soul, didn't see it in the matchup. But like in theory, it's like a really good card. You don't play it against the Brave PK.
Yeah.
As some people think. But yeah, like it was fine, I guess. Then to respect the background matchups, Cosmic's really good, and then against like the PK Brave, if you just want to go all in, this is another good card.
Yeah.
So like this and like Ghost Ogre is really good against the Brave PK.
Yeah, it ruins Fogblade, it ruins
it ruins
Brave,
so much, and it was actually like really nice today against like the PK matchups I played.
Yeah.
And like against Sword Soul as well, because you just have those weak hands sometimes where you need to get through the back row and then make your Zeus.
Yeah.
Then for traps, I played 3 Featherstorm and 1 Reboot. Never sided in Reboot.
Sure.
This was supposed to be the 3rd token collector.
Yeah.
I didn't see this all day, but it's such a strong card that you have to play it. So like,
Yeah.
game 2, everybody, like anybody that knows this deck knows that you're playing this.
It's Dark Ruler, but you can kill them.
Yeah.
Like
You threaten this by setting a card.
Yeah.
I've had people side in reboots solely for this.
Cool. Well, anything you would change about the list?
Yeah, like maybe I want to test out playing Doom Eagle instead of Ancient Warrior. And then obviously like get the 3rd token collector. I'm not too sure about the main deck at the moment. I feel like there's some fine tuning I could do because there was a lot of bricking today.
Yeah.
A lot of opening the DPE package, but like this deck is really good at just getting rid of those for better cards.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't really change much about the deck.
Cool. Well, in that case, any shout outs before we go?
I want to shout out to the team, everybody on Kuribrohs. And I want to shout out to Waterford Comics for a great event as well. And all my friends for helping me test. So Thomas, David, and Usheen for helping me test a lot of the time. They didn't top, but they did really well for their first kind of regionals back, you know. And that's pretty much it.
I mean, a lot of them lost to you in Swiss.
Yeah, I did a gauntlet today. I played against all my friends. I have no friends left.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
People will see more of you soon.
Yeah, definitely. First place next time.